What's up guys, Ben Mears TV here again. So this is who I think is going to win the men's and the women's Royal Rumble this year in Saudi Arabia. We're about 3 months away, so we're now starting to get a clearer picture on who the winners are going to be. So let's get into it. So for me, for the men's, I originally had Sami Zayn down at the start of the year because of the Saudi Arabia connection. Now, as much as I'd love that, Sami isn't around at the minute. I think he will return at the Rumble. I think we'll see him set his feud up for WrestleMania in the Rumble. But I actually have Roman Reigns down to win the Rumble this year. I think it makes sense. You know, they can tease the option of him going after Punk if Punk still has the title, having him go after Braun Breaker, because they've teased that as well. But my guess is he will be going after Cody Rhodes to finish their trilogy of matches. I think he takes the title at Mania. And I think in that match, Brock Lesnar is inserted. Just because of the way they've teased it all. That's the only really vision for Brock after Cena, from what I've seen. But I do see Roman, Cody happening. I am kind of all for that. You know, put an end to that story. You know, give Roman that final title run, because I think he's only got 1 or 2 years left in the WWE after this year, because of obviously his illnesses, and he's part-timer. He's been part-time for a good amount of years now. So for me, I have Roman winning it. I can see him coming out late. I'd love to see him be the first entrance and, you know, win the whole thing. That'd be fun. But I do see him coming out quite late. And in this year's men's Rumble, I don't see many surprise entrances. I see Chris Jericho coming in, and I potentially see Tommy Invincible coming in. I'd like that. I think that'd be quite fun. But they're just a few side ones. So let me know what your guys' take is on the men's Rumble. So now let's get into the women's. So for this year's women's Royal Rumble winner, I'm stuck between two people. I was kind of dead set on it being Bianca Belair, and with the return of Liv Morgan, I've kind of thought it will be her. Now, I don't think it's going to be Liv. I think that she's going to get into a feud with Roxy and Raquel, and I think that's going to potentially be dragged out to a Mania, because we now know Triple H loves dragging a feud out longer than it should be. So that's my take, and I think is the only person who can really win it is Bianca Belair. I would love to see that feud with her and Jade Cargill. Now, if Bianca's not going to win it, I think potentially Charlotte could go back to back. And I know it's a quite random one, but they have teased Charlotte and Jade. But I'm still dead set on Bianca Belair just winning the Rumble. It feels like a good return for her. I'm not a fan of the people just returning to win the Rumble like Charlotte did last year, and like I'm hoping that Bianca is. So my prediction's right. But I think a match between Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill at Mania, and Bianca to get the title back, would be good. We need Bianca in that SmackDown women's division. It is such a thin scene, and there is no entertainment in the SmackDown women's division from my point of view at the minute anyway. I don't know which surprise entrances will get the Rumble. Potentially Paige or Saraya, whatever she wants to go as. You know, and then other than that, I think AJ Lee will obviously show up in the Rumble. I just don't see any other women potentially returning. Maybe Brie Bella setting up, you know, a tag team run with the Bella twins. I think that'd be fun. I just don't see that happening, obviously with her connection to AEW through Bryan Danielson. So yeah, that's my take. Again, let me know your guys' thoughts on the Women's Royal Rumble winners. And yeah, that's been Ben Mears TV. Please like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.